And now, your reigning, defending, greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Featuring A-Dub.
On site, and it's on site.
B.A.
How can the heel heal off on the heel when the heel is healing?
And E-Ray.
No wrestling moves. Just hands. Just hands.
Powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network. In partnership with the Inaudible Ruckus Podcast.
Welcome to the madness here.
I hope the mic got all of that one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the greatest professional wrestling podcast of what? All motherfucking time. This is Let Me Book the Territory. I'm your host, the pod god, the pod tribal chief. They call me A-Dub. Today I am Jada Parker because I saw something that inspired me to take on a woman's last name in wrestling. Sometimes I am E-Ray 1099 because we are variants, but I am here. It is time to talk some motherfucking graps. We got 2 PLEs to preview, and I can't do this alone. So joining me, I got Chinstrap Jones, the guy with the headphones attached to his beard. I'm talking Apple can't make these and you don't even know where you can get them. The CEO of all CEOs, bringing in all the monies, because everybody got a price, including you, your friend, your girl, your kids. He'll buy those too. I'm talking about BA's in the building.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. CEO. No, y'all know what it is. It's BADVIC in the building, aka Black IRS, aka the B for the MF and East BA Bigelow in the building, feeling the Monet in the room here. So I just had to throw the CEO up tonight.
I like that.
Just because, even though she had an awful match, I just want to.
Jeez, damn.
CEO.
All right, I like that. Well, from one CEO to another CEO, of course, I'm talking about our chief evil officer. That is my variant, Dub616 down there, the man of 7 ace teeth, Bowling Green's greatest EA NCAA coach ever. The homie E-Ray is in the building. E-Ray, what's up?
Guys. Fellas, mo fellas. It is I, E-Ray the Quasi Bad Guy, the Diet Coke of Evil, Wesley Roy. I got that glow. You feel? Guys, happy to be here. BA just burying AEW before we can even get it at, So if you hated that, if it made you cringe, you should go listen to the AEW All-In special that we did. All AEW, no other graps. Done by me and producer Sean. Flex Caliber himself. Out now. Go take a listen to that.
Right now.
I can't wait to listen myself.
Right now.
And I will not hate listen, I promise.
So much wrestling. It's where the big boys wrestle, or I don't know, whatever the tagline is.
I might watch
That's what it was.
I might listen to it as I watch All In on Labor Day because I was out gallivanting the streets when it was on. Sorry.
Let me just tell you, I might save you some time here. 0 Hour had about 75 wrestlers on it. between
there ain't that many wrestlers on Fight Forever.
In 2.5 matches. It's like 16-man tag match. 35-man ladder matches. I don't know.
Give me
whatever.
the night off.
And then intergender matches, 2 intergender tag match. Excuse me. So it's about 75 people, but everybody was catching
I'm
a
good,
check.
bro. I'll go do some media and then just let me have a night off, please. It's hard enough doing a match with 2 people or 4, let alone 16 and 35. Just give me the night off, please.
Right, leave me in catering.
He was like, that sub sandwich was delicious.
Yeah, keep me in the catering with the
Meatball
Coke.
sub.
I'm fine.
Don't mind if I did. BA, you got a match. Oh.
Looking like RG3 with that croissant.
Oh no, that's incrimination beyond belief. That picture is wild.
I'll say, just
Got
wait.
that man fired. How crazy it was.
Yeah, well, I'll say when that picture just resurfaced or await it.
The big wigs
Yeah,
at
the
ESPN, who I'm sure is just an old white man, saw that picture and said, "Hey, yo, nigga, pause." Just like that. Right there. And no one stopped him because they said the same thing in their heads. He just said it out loud. And they was like, you know what? We got to let Robert go.
Yeah, he went for it in the worst kind of way.
Right.
Yeah.
He heard goat. He was like, throat goat? Wait, no. Robert.
Robert, you weren't even over there to cover anything. All you had to do was just chill and enjoy your vacation. But
Right.
no, you wanted to be a weirdo. Play stupid games.
Crazy things you do for love, right? Immature.
What
For
you
IMA.
won't do,
One of them.
do for love.
Hey, Bobby
You
said,
Croissant.
Oh,
you don't give up. I'm gonna get that thing.
eat that croissant. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, I know.
Tried everything.
But he didn't give up.
I know you guys are thinking, you guys are 3 weeks late, but damn it, that was the best joke about that whole situation that you've heard.
I agree.
So
And
you guys are welcome. You guys are all fucking welcome.
We needed to address it. That was top of house business right there.
Very much so.
RG3.
So, but let's address some SmackDown here. E-Ray has seen no SmackDown, so the treat we bringing you guys this week is E-Ray reacting to stuff in real motherfucking time. BA,
Beautiful.
is there anywhere specific you want to start on SmackDown from last week?
Let's start with. Can we talk about the whole just KO and Cody thing? Like, we just lead off there because KO's showing, he about to do his thing. Because he's a terrible friend. So
Yeah, just the overall terrible person.
He's showing his cards right now. Like, why don't he just turn now to give us a little bit of heat before the event?
You doing the hokey pokey?
Yeah, I'd say so.
He's about to turn himself around for sure. So they start the show off with the Grayson Waller effect, bringing on Cody Rhodes as their guest, and Grayson kind of telling the whole world that Cody is essentially the bad guy in all of his stories. Very interesting angle if they ever want to run with that. And then
Yes.
Grayson proceeds to get ethered by Cody. Pretty close.
for babyface Cody. Yeah.
Grayson's a great mic guy, but
Any bars? Any memorable bars? Because again, I've heard none of them.
so Cody's general story of it was, I'm not using my friends to help me with the bloodline like you're using Austin Theory. And then he looks at Austin Theory and says, "Hey, Magic Mike, I'm talking to you." And then he says, "The whole world knows that he's using you, and we're just all waiting for you to realize it and wake up." And he was like, "Oh shit!" And the crowd has exploded at that point. The Austin Theory turn is coming. They are really gonna retry to push that man, I should say. And then KO comes out and he does his whole shtick, which has been his character for a couple of years now. Of KO's the only wrestler that watches wrestling. So he's like, instead of me doing the thing where I come down, we punch you, then I go back to the back, and then Nick Aldis comes out and makes the match. I already talked to Nick Aldis, and he's gonna make the match. And it was the funniest thing in the world. And he's like, "Hey Nick, do I still have time in there to go punch him?" And Nick's like, "Make it quick." But then you fast forward a little bit later. Obviously, Cody and KO aren't losing to Waller and Theory in the main event. So they win the match. Cody's telling them off as they back down the ring. KO rolls in with that title belt, and then he does the thing where, you're getting ready to hit him. He's walking towards him real quick, belt up, and then Cody turns around, he just hands it to him and continues to berate Theory and Waller, and it's this real great thing where you're like, probably gonna turn, and it's just a matter of when. But then like you also have the thing of, well, he kind of hasn't, and he had like kind of a damn near dead Randy Orton coming back with a new back he could have turned on multiple times. So BA, I asked you this question: when is KO gonna turn on Cody? Is it after Cody beats him at Bash in Berlin?
It has to be at this point. I was hoping that he would have shown some sort of turn on Friday, but we weren't that lucky. So I'm thinking after, because you know Cody always wants to prop up the people that he smashes, basically.
Whoa.
Pause.
Better than me.
Penalty box.
Who is that? Don't you worry about it.
Oh man. So yeah, man, because Cody needs some heat, man. That bloodline heat is gone from him. So somebody has to give him something to be upset about. Get upset about.
So you're saying, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, is Cody like just like too good for his friends to turn on him? He's so good that the untrustworthy guy, the most untrustworthy of the friends, are not doing the thing that we all expect them to do. Is that a thing? Is it like the anti Fiend effect? Like the Fiend was affecting people opposite way. Like, okay. I need to. Every time you run into the Fiend, now it changes you forever in like a more intense way. Is Cody's like just uber baby face, uber just white meat, fucking Tyson chicken breast face vibes just rubbing off? Because Randy, you couldn't tell me that Turbo Randy, looking like one of the Monstars, wasn't going to turn on Cody. Instead, he turned on the Waterworks in the one of the latest episodes of the, what do you call it? The Cody bus.
What is it called? Tell me what you want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
Bro, tell me what you want to talk about. Tell me what you want from me.
If anybody would do that, it would be brother Cody Rhodes to start breaking out some R&B.
The Wheatley Vodka Weekly is what I call it.
I drink it neatly.
Hey, Wheatley, so good I drink it sweetly.
But that was a fire episode though, E-Ray. I did go back and listen to that like a couple weeks ago.
He turned on the Waterworks and I was like, oh man, they trying to get me. Thugs don't cry. Like, I ain't watching that shit. Like, you ain't dropping no tears. But again, that was Randy. Then we see KO and it's like, we know your past. We know your history. You watch wrestling, you know. Everybody's expecting this. What if they don't do the thing?
If they don't do it, it's like, where do you go with Cody at Bad Blood at that point?
Good point.
Like,
yeah,
this turn is set up perfectly for KO to like turn on Cody, powerbomb the shit out of him on the apron. Cody off the show for 2 weeks, just chilling, and KO provides these promos that make sense of why he turned and why he's so angry. Because
you think you're just gonna give me a title shot? Like I just pity? Like I'm a basket case? Like I'm a charity box? Like no. And then he just goes continues and
isn't it?
I get
that
it.
makes
Isn't
sense.
it kind of crazy? Like whenever KO cuts a promo about why he turned heel on somebody, you're like, well, he's not wrong. He just
dare I say the Killmonger effect? Like, I mean,
KO's Killmonger. Okay,
niggas be digging. That makes sense.
You know, if Cody's the Black Panther, that does make
America's
perfect
terrible.
sense. I see it.
Like America's pretty shitty. They did this. I get it. You're mad at Wakanda. Wakanda could have saved niggas at any point in time. They didn't. They was too busy getting underlip tattoos and shit. What the fuck? Come save us, nigga. You got technologies. They didn't. So again, maybe that's what KO's gonna do.
Sammy knew this was my dream first. He rubbed it in my face when he won that NXT title. So I had to kill him.
Like, it only made sense. I'd rather take out my friend.
John Cena had the audacity to look me in the eye and tell me, I got some veteran advice for you when I had been wrestling 10 years longer than him. So I had to powerbomb him on the first day.
You got reasons.
I mean, like you said, the only person that didn't deserve it was Kofi. That was the other thing he said in his promo backstage. He was like, hey,
he did bring that
everybody I turned on kind of had it coming, except Kofi. Sorry, Kofi.
I don't even remember him turning on Kofi.
You don't? When Kofi had the world title and like Big E was out with injury, so KO was like the third member of New Day for like 3 weeks.
Oh, he did do a little bit of hip swivel. Okay.
Yeah, he was wearing the unicorn horn for like a week and then powerbomb Kofi into oblivion.
And shit.
Got it. Okay. You guys refresh my memory. Successful.
I get it, man. That pandemic reset everybody's memory.
I was about to say, it's been a running thing because the All-In, I didn't even remember who won. Like most of the matches. It was just me just sitting there like...
Fever dream of wrestling. Just
wrestling. That's why I was like, it's not about the story. It's not about the finish. At this point, for those beginning matches, it was all about the grabs. And then towards the end, I saved all my megabytes, my storage capacity for those end matches. I remember like every bit of those. But the beginning, I was like, brain is done. So yeah, thank you guys. You refreshed my brain juices. And now I am back, I think.
Kind of, sort of.
Maybe.
But yeah, I got another question for you as we get E-Red's live reaction to things.
Yes, sir.
What's scarier? Solo asking Jacob Fatu for that tag belt back to give it to Tangaloa, who the internet is showing us is not a great wrestler? Or Jacob Fatu just handing it over and then hugging Solo saying, I love you, Solo?
That part, the latter. Definitely.
Why is that scary?
It's definitely
is
scary.
That toxic masculinity? Don't hug me, nigga, you gay.
No, Jacob Fatu is like nuclear masculinity.
Yeah, it just show how about it he is.
Nuclear masculinity is crazy.
Nuclear masculinity.
Like toxic masculinity is like,
Fatu.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight for my friends even though I know they wrong. Jacob Fatu is like, I'm gonna kill for Solo because I love.
What we all have that friend. Or we've known a guy that's that dedicated to us for whatever reason. It's like, okay, friendship, got it. But all right, you're kind of scaring me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what? Do I got? They playing with you? They playing with you, cuz?
Don't shoot.
Do I got a brick? No, you don't.
Please don't.
It's okay.
You don't gotta go to prison for me, sir.
I called the body before, cuz it ain't nothing. You don't
Can
need
I ask
another one.
That? Who, of course, names redacted, but who is that person for you? When was the first time you had an encounter with somebody who was just way too down for your cause? And it made your head turn. I'm curious.
I had a bro in high school who unfortunately passed. I started rapping with him actually. And when we got close, because I knew him like earlier in school, and then he kind of went away to the bad kid school, and he came back, and then we got cool. And as we got cool, like he'd be like, "Hey man, look, they fucking around. You want me to kill them? No, I don't want you to kill anybody. No, see, we good. No."
Just escalated from 0 to murder.
Yeah,
in 0.2 seconds.
And he was like way too in shape for somebody who's 16 who don't play sports. Like. But he was just always
so many muscles, but cannot throw a football.
Exactly.
It's 50 Cent.
But
is your friend 50 Cent?
Right.
And you didn't know? And you were just like, I thought he died, but he's actually one of the most successful rappers of all time.
Nah.
Coincidence? I think not.
Nah, he was just always ready for action, and I'm like, nah, we good, man. It's all right.
He got shot 9 times, and then you never heard from him again? I don't know. This guy may still exist.
Right.
Maybe.
See, my story exists from like being in token situations, and maybe Dove can relate to this.
Yeah,
I hear you. I already know where this is going, but I want to hear more.
Person's name redacted. We were at some like house party on Ohio State's campus. And me being one of like 5 black dudes at the party at the time, a race war was about to start basically on the front porch.
Crazy
and I'm
ratio.
just hanging out there, and like name redacted was like about to get in a fight, so I had to get that way. I had to be. So what? So somebody who would have died tonight, basically. Like who going to jail? Who going to jail
you
with
were
me
that
tonight?
friend? You were the guy?
I was that guy.
Oh,
I went crazy. I went absolutely ape shit. Absolutely ape shit.
This story was brought to you by M. Night Shyamalan. I didn't know.
Because we on High Street at some house party, or off of High Street at some house party, and we away from home base, man. Like, so I'm thinking like, oh,
start hitting yourself in the head.
About to fight my niggas, so we gotta go. Like this go time. Luckily, nothing happened. It was a bunch of pushing and shoving, and then once the hoes showed up, everybody calmed down, basically. So yeah,
That's what it is, man. Like when there's no hoes around, fights almost start.
all that energy, man.
Niggas start arguing about hip hop, and then
Blunts were not lit yet. It was just off of pure beer pong fuel.
testosterone.
Everybody just angry, like taking
White
L's in beer
rage
pong.
taking
right?
over.
There was some
hits you.
elements missing, man. So yeah, I was that guy.
That's fascinating. I didn't expect that to turn out that way. That again, very M. Night Shyamalan of you.
Nah, I get where BA coming from, because sometimes when you in those environments, like white folk have gotten too safe. They feel too safe around niggas. So sometimes you gotta pop out and show
Crazy
niggas.
statement.
Exactly. You got
You gotta let them know, like, yo,
to that shit.
where you grew up is too safe. You don't want to be on my worst day.
Right.
The
Exactly.
statement is beyond insane, and also like almost borderline hypocritical. And I was like, I use borderline incorrectly. It just is, but I wanted to say borderline to give you some bail, because you can't walk around in one sentence and say, man, I really want to feel equal and I don't want people to be scared of me, but just because I'm black. And then in the other hand, like, oh, you niggas feel too safe around me.
Right.
I will murder you.
I never said I wanted people to not
What?
be afraid of me. I want people to be afraid of me.
Oh, so see, A-Dub is one of those people. He don't want equality. He just want his turn to be the oppressor.
I just had to
And this is where Dub
be the
says,
crazy friend.
yes.
That's all.
It's okay. Everybody wants to subjugate somebody. Slavery was fun. That's why them motherfuckers did it for so long. They were having so much fun. Have you look?
No,
BA,
I just-
you know, you got kids. You just tell them what to do. It's fucking empowering. Go do this. Or I'm gonna beat you. Oh,
It is empowering.
Oh, I
when they
get
listen.
it. I get it now.
No,
It is kind of fun telling
I want to
people.
have the same opportunities as everybody, but I don't ever want you to think that you can just no.
I don't want
Right.
you to.
You ain't about
I
to
don't want
just
you to
step to
feel
me.
safe around me, but I want you to
my niggas.
act like you feel safe around me. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand.
And the thing is, E, to get back on my soapbox a little bit, most black folk are from major cities. Most of these white kids that go to these colleges are from the suburbs of those cities. Thus, you got to know you can't talk to everybody a certain way. You got to know how to act. And sometimes they don't know how to act, and sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Like, hold on, it's not what we're doing over here.
Let me just put it out there. We probably need like a N-word count. We might have been podding for all of 15 minutes. Apparently, we really missed each other, and this is how the fellas reconvened. The blackness is flowing. The N-word count is about 37, and we have not even made 15 minutes of podding.
We comfortable.
I love it. Let it flow through you evenly. But you listeners, be careful where you're from. Depending on where you're from, don't go repeating this.
Yeah, sorry,
It's just-
Germany. You can't repeat what we said.
Sprechen Sie. No.
Yeah, keep that to yourself.
I will say really quick before we get back on track.
Oh, yeah,
I
we're
do
talking
recall a
about raps.
time. There was a time, and I would say that person is probably either a friend or I mean, honestly, it's most people I know. They don't play about me for whatever reason. I don't ask for this. I'm like, it's not like, hey, show me you're loyal. And then I hand him a knife or something. That's not how that works. You want to prove your loyalty? You want to be in the club? No, I don't roll like that. But for whatever reason, people really treat me like that. So I do recall years ago on a college campus, and us and some friends mingling with some young ladies, and I think I was like, oh, I gotta go home because I have a situation at home. So I'm going back home. My friends and possible members that I am related to are still there at the location. And apparently I had some dealings with a young lady. And she just was very hype. And like, you know what? I'm mad. I'm gonna just start talking about whatever. I'll create some narratives here.
She's one of the ones you didn't prop up?
Yeah, I did not. It wasn't for me to do. And yeah, she was very energetic, let's say, about this disrespect in the presence of people that I know that know me well, and was like, get out of here. The sentiment was, get out of here. I will destroy, I will dog you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, guys, it's okay. Like, the mission was accomplished, regardless of what she said. It doesn't matter. It's okay. If she wants to, if she feels that way, she feels that way. It's nothing negative. Like, it's just, she's mad. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, again, it's like, oh, you say what you want. I mean, look, what they say, call me what you want, just don't call me broke. It was essentially that.
Just don't call me horny.
Right, because I'm done.
That problem's been solved.
Oh, thanks for the squirt. This is my stuff. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Or, yeah, my other friend that was just like going very too hard when people were like, oh, he's this and that, and I'm going to do this. And they were like, you know what? And start just saying way too much about other things that nobody should be talking about. You know what he did last week? Why, he wasn't with you. He was, hey, relax. We just gonna do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around.
And get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
So E-Ray has friends that will defend his honor no matter what. Love that. They was willing to dog walk this chick. He was like, guys, it's cool. I still beat. It's all right. I won. She can never un me. It's all good.
Morally. When you do it morally, you just can walk away with the path of righteousness. I walk away like Michael Jackson in the Billie Jean video. My steps are lighting up. It's like, I ain't tell no lies. I ain't do nothing underhanded.
No,
I just was here. You wanted it. You got it.
That's BA levels of putting yourself over. Is walking like Michael Jackson in a Billie Jean video.
This conversation started with Jacob Fatu. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
It was a hell of a segment. It was
crazy.
It was a hell of a segment.
Where we can take places.
Sometimes when you walk,
but
gotta pop.
E-Ray, I got some bad news for you.
I got some bad news.
The Street Profits did not dethrone the Bloodline.
They were so up though. And I thought they wanted to smoke. What happened?
I mean, normal Bloodline shenanigans. Solo got involved. BFAB didn't get involved. Again, why is she there? Like, why is she there?
What you want to do? Be Rhea Ripley?
Babyface managers serve no purpose.
You want to be Rhea Ripley?
I mean,
let me stop before I get into
that a mommy, she just Ma?
Yeah.
Ma.
Yeah.
We got Ma with us, and she want to smoke too. Something. I don't know. But
we should do
back
something.
And forth.
I'm with you though, Doug. Like, who serves more of a purpose?
Uh-oh.
BFAB or Paul Ellering of the Last Testament? Who serves more purpose?
Where's the Homer Simpson meme? I am
For
just
real.
gonna back away into the bushes.
Because you said no. There's pointless baby face. There's pointless to be a babyface manager. Paul Ellering is not a babyface manager. He's pretty fucking pointless to me. So that's why I was just like,
I'm gonna give the edge to B-Fab because like at least she can cut a promo, so it cuts Dawkins' promo time in half because it's not like his strongest suit. I don't know what the fuck Paul Ellering be doing out there every side. No! Every time they lose. Every time they lose, just go back to what he's like, no!
yes,
It's the most 80s Cobra Commander shit I ever seen in my life.
and that's why I don't understand
The
it.
Gargamel from the Smurfs.
Like, why are they making that man work? I hope he wants to do this.
No retirement. No
Decepticon
401k.
retreat.
Ain't no 401k in wrestling.
Hell
He
no.
just-
Thanks, Terry.
Right.
So nope.
Fuck
You seen that death match? He is 187 years old, still going out there laying it on the line. He's
Speaking of
still real to me, damn it.
Speaking of fuck Terry, there's a hell of an interview with Jesse Ventura on the Chris Van Vliet show. Go check that shit out. It's pretty good.
It's on the docket.
Jesse Ventura
check it out.
hates Hulk Hogan.
And I love how real he is about it.
Hates.
I love how real he is about it.
He's
Just
hated
like
that
how-
man like his entire life. It's crazy. He came out the womb hating Terry.
He said he's got to apologize to him first before he ever talks to him again.
Hey, stand on business.
I love it.
Yeah,
And
Jesse's on
We're
business.
gonna talk about
for
some
sure.
staying on business a little bit later, but E-Ray, I got this question for you. If I gave you the pen for the next couple of weeks, would you involve Roman in getting the Profits back to tag titles to help the Profits further get over?
that is tricky. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you go. I mean, it makes sense. I guess you could do that and it'd be a safe bet to kind of prop them up. And it definitely gets some of that original tribal chief rub.
Not in like a real babyface way, but in a way like, you know,
Yeah,
the Profits
that's
get
what
a
I feel like
rematch, Solo gets involved,
Yeah.
Roman pops up, Spears Solo, Spears Tama.
And then they all just in the ring together. I
No.
don't know. That feels,
No, and then Roman just leaves.
Well, after they beat him up, Solo got to look up at him in the ring. And, even Roman yelling.
So like
talking
Roman would
stuff.
walk up the ramp, and like as they're standing there defeated, Solo's just looking at Roman, and Roman's like, "Yeah, nigga, what up?" Sorry, no.
57. Count. We need that counter.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Wise
it wouldn't
man.
be like
Make it
in a
happen.
real babyface way, just in a way of I'm coming back to screw y'all over, and then I'm gonna leave again.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
Okay.
I wasn't a fan
maybe
of it either.
maybe screw job. So somehow he screws them out of it, but that's it. It got to be like very minimal, and him not interacting necessarily with the Profits.
No,
'Cause
he
I
wouldn't
wanna
interact
keep
with the
them away.
Profits at all. He would just, dole out some receipts and then walk away, and then whatever happens happens.
Got it. Okay. When you put it that way, but I thought you said like a couple weeks or something like that. No, I don't want
Well,
like a week to week thing of that.
Obviously, Bash and Berlin, none of the bloodlines going to be involved. And then you have 4 weeks
They
until
all get
Bad
down.
Blood. So I'm not sure. Obviously, I don't think you do it at Bad Blood. I mean, maybe, unless Roman's going to
I
actually
mean,
wrestle
that
there.
is kind of made for that. like
But like,
the colors, Duke, the colors. It's
but do you do
Taylor Swift.
that there, or do you just have Roman wrestle solo there?
Do we have we built up that much equity? Do you think they will build up that much equity by then? I believe in Solo versus Roman even less than I believed in Cody versus Solo. Not a good sign.
Listen, I'm not saying I believe in it either. I'm just saying based on what their story they're telling, that match needs to happen soon.
All roads lead to it, though.
I feel like instead of that, you got to have a tag match. And then that's when you bring Jay in or you bring Jimmy back. One of the two. And then you do him and Jacob Fatu. So you're still getting more engaged than just a Roman versus Solo match. I don't know. Right now, that's doing nothing for me.
I think you got to do Roman Solo at Bad Blood, and Roman still not being able to overcome this bloodline, and then you call, the rest of the OGs in the build to Survivor Series.
You let Solo stand over Roman at the end of Bad Blood?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Well, and then,
put a pin in it.
The next of the OGs come back in the SmackDowns following up to Survivor Series.
Okay.
Like, I think you really got to draw out the rest of them coming back because, except for Jimmy. Jimmy can come back, like, right away. No one really cares there. But Sammy and Jay, you got to draw that out.
Jimmy and Tongaloa cancel each other out.
Pretty much.
It's very much time cop rules. If they touch. No, I'm just playing. I love Jimmy. Awesome. Jimmy Uso. No yeet. He's a very great character. He's so fun to me.
But just in the story, it's just
I think
nobody kicked me out the bloodline, so I'm still in.
you won't get you won't get Sammy and Jay showing up until like November. I feel like because it's gonna be such a big deal when they do. They're gonna just pop in for that match and then go back to where they're at. I feel like. There you go, Jacob. So yeah, it's yeah. You have to let it build long, I feel.
Yeah, but
except Jimmy.
Again, like you said, you read the name being their Bad Blood. I think Solo Roman needs to kind of headline that show.
Okay.
But let's move past SmackDown.
Right.
Some other stuff happened.
Cody. But anyway.
What? Huh? What?
Never mind.
What?
Nope.
Huh?
I was just or Cody KO. If at the weight you're going, that's Bad Blood because of the turn.
Co-main events. There you go.
Like
Co-main events.
Too.
Co-main events.
Yeah, that'd be the actual heel face one instead of just like good wrestling. It's like, oh, we're gonna bring a story. Oh, he brought story too. Yeah.
We all have faith in Cody Anthony. We have faith for KO to be KO, but we also have faith in another thing that happened on Monday. Bronson killed a guy again.
You kind of called this one last week, Doug, when you said Bron couldn't walk.
In my favorite manner.
I feel like that's how you kind of had to do this for like to really solidify Bronson.
Yeah, you had to put him in that random arena of like buildings that you see like Ultraman and the Kaijus fight or the Power Rangers when they're in their megazord.
Yeah, that random ass city that they fight in.
Like, when they fall into a building and just random sparks
why is this
start
on the
happening?
news that this is happening? This should be every day y'all fighting Angel Grove.
Why are these skyscrapers just having sparklers shoot out of them?
Right.
Where's the military?
Facts. The Coast Guard at least. Shit. Like this
What's
is happening
the
on
death
the
toll on this show?
I don't want either one of y'all to be presidents. Y'all go send our fucking, what do you call it? I can't even say it. The armed forces into this murderous situation. Hey
what
guys,
else we got?
Shoot that crunch.
Missiles and
We got
shit.
drones and shit. What?
Yeah.
The chair force out there?
He said, "Where's the military?" He didn't say, "Where are the drones?" Hey, speaking of which, you walk me right into it. If you ever want to be like terrified about a possible foreseeable future, go watch the movie Civil War.
Yes.
It's incredible.
I can't wait to watch it when it's free somewhere.
I think it's on Prime right now.
It's free at E-Rays.
There we go.
All right. Anyways.
Fire.
But yeah, very much so. Kaiju Wars. And I was like, wowzers.
Why is all that scaffolding outside?
Why did it was too much Bronson on Bronson evil. I was like, damn, that was crazy.
I knew bad shit was about to happen outside when I saw those 1998 Cadillac 300s out there. I was like,
right,
you know, Chrysler 300s,
to be
and I was
destroyed.
like, oh yeah, no one actually rented those cars. This is a wrap. And then Bronson proceeds to jump off the top of that, I guess, concrete area and put Braun through that car.
It looked like a brick wall he jumped off of.
Yeah. All the glass broke, sparks everywhere. And
that was great.
They made sure to tell us that Bronson got up and walked away while Braun Strowman is over there talking about, can't feel my arms. Can't feel my arms.
Can't snap. He couldn't keep the rhythm. I'm snapping on the 2 and the 1. My bones.
Got no rhythm, Jack.
Yeah.
So let me.
Go
ahead.
Wait, I think Braun is just that guy from the program.
Oh, Latimer.
That's literally him. Same
Place
guy.
at the table.
Just running his head through shit.
Motherfucking dog.
Hey, Bronson, spit in my mouth.
Let the paramedics sort him out.
Yeah, that's what started the fight right there. Like, we shouldn't be doing this. This is creepy. Fantastic fight, though. I needed this. This made me so happy. This is something I did watch live. I was like, let the paramedics sort him out. And when Bronson climbed up off of the top, he jumped off the top of the highest skyscraper in Angel Grove onto a fucking Mitsubishi Galant. That shit was crazy. Squid.
Is Bronson Reed the Dragonzord?
Yeah, I think he could fight the Dragonzord and win. He wouldn't beat the Megazord because Megazord is all 5 of them. There's no way he beats the Megazord, but I think he could take the Dragonzord.
I think you got your facts all incorrect.
The Megazord was the combination of all 5, right?
I watched Tommy Oliver whoop all 5 Rangers.
Thank you.
In one.
Facts. Okay,
he jumped in that Megazord.
I forget about the Green Rangers.
Beat their ass and threw him out.
In there and started. You see it. Okay, you guys are bringing back those memories.
And again, the Green Ranger Dragonzord had a drill for a tail. It had fucking arm laser arms that turned into missiles.
Yeah.
And then it could also turn into a fucking robot too. It was like, oh, this shit is fire. Man, there's never been a more OP person in history.
What about the White Tiger? Could Bronson beat the White Tiger?
White Tiger Zord was like just an upgraded Dragon Zord.
That's what I was saying.
With AI.
Yeah.
Fucking annoying.
What an AI
Shut up, Meta.
Yeah, what was the name of that knife?
Saba,
yeah.
Hey,
I had
what
that
do you
as a
need
toy.
from me, White Ranger?
I had a Saba as well.
Yeah, I remember I had it as a toy and it would talk. And my little cousin DeMarco threw it in the water and it stopped working. I beat that little nigga ass. It was a wrap. My grandfather had to pull me out
when we were like
63.
Sword fight. So far. Pause.
Oh,
like because it was a sword.
I know.
Let me just shut up.
Wait, what?
I'm just gonna stop.
White, I don't know. The white Tiger Zord or whatever, not as cool, and especially how it ran. It ran like the most generic robot. I was like, this looks stupid. The Dragon Zord, that shit came out the same place every time, broke the same buildings, just whoosh, out the ocean. It's like, would y'all stop building those buildings? And it was like, we just finished our honorary. No, my life's work.
How did they rebuild the building so fast?
Every week, and I was like, I love this.
Angel Grove has a hell of a mayor. I don't know what to tell you.
They got
things done.
I wanted to say something. Can't even say that. They got a hell of a construction team. That's it.
There you go.
That's all.
I know which road you're going
down. That's how you get out of me, buddy. You won't catch me.
Construction foreman sitting in his office and then just sees a staff coming down out the sky like, God damn it. All right.
Oh,
everybody's working overtime.
Sorry, Bronson also had fire ass gear when he walked in. Yep. He's a star. It took y'all time to see it. Me and Dub were here.
We were there.
We were here. Y'all just now seeing what we see.
It took Trips to a year to finally pour this into him since he been back. How long has he been back?
Hey man,
I mean, that's your assessment. I'm
just saying, it took a while.
We knew off rip. The moment like they got that old guy out of here and they were able to pay Bronson's salary again, they were like, "Hey, just come on back."
But you got to realize this, BA. I'm sorry. I know you're going to be defensive about this, but you got to realize when you say things like that, that is essentially as insane as someone seeing Stone Cold now. And then looking at Stunning Steve, and I was like, well, took him long enough.
Eric Bischoff?
Who's saying that? Nobody.
Eric Bischoff, that's who's saying that. He fired Steve Austin.
Yeah. No, he's not saying, oh, finally. He's like, yeah, he's fucking Stone Cold. He's one of the greatest ever. That's it. I was like, again, somebody had to see it. He was there. It might take you a while. But the problem is, we're trending into the same trajectory that me and Dove have been like promoting. He's like, this is happening. They really care about this. He keeps losing, but he's not losing in just an unceremonious flip-flop fashion. He's a joke. It's like, no, he's still competing and he's just murdering people. And it's like, oh, wait, if we just have him murder people and win, the crowd's behind it. One more time.
You can have him murder people and just like write them off TV. Man, that's great because we got this new time off policy.
Right. It's like, what a coincidence. It came right in the time when we were actually switching HR managers, and we needed a new. It's like, are we going to use Workday, or are we going to use like I don't know, like Cyclone or some type of timeout? Like, you know what? You need sick time? Here's the number. This looks like Bronson. Don't worry about that. Just text the line. We'll make sure you get your time off. And it's like, bet. Sadate. That was Archer who said that. And we haven't seen him.
Is this an Australian number you want me to text? Just text the number. You'll get your time off.
Why is it so many numbers?
It's different country code. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Do you want to make that wedding or not? I'm not saying you can go and walk there, but you'll be there.
You'll make it.
You'll make it.
Yeah.
What else you'll make? I don't know. For the next 4 years, might be eating through a straw, but it's okay.
Anywho, don't request time off if you're not ready to get tsunami.
If you're not ready to hear
that damn noise.
Did somebody just turn on Inception?
For real.
Oh my god. Fucking wild Bronson Reed coming to
Inception took place inside of Angel Grove. It all makes sense now.
Or did it take place inside of Bronson's head?
Jacob's Ladder.
The ultimate Inception. It's Angel Grove inside of Bronson's head, inside a ring, inside Australia. Where are we?
With Leo DiCaprio as a dream spot.
Where's my top? I need to spin my top to make sure I'm still here.
Bronson's
We've
Ladder.
been recording this podcast for 8 years. I'm jumping off this building, damn it.
Bronson's like, me too.
Tsunami! That's what you yell before you kill me. Oh, sorry.
Braun Strowman woke up the second Bronson Reed hit him. He's like, that was his jolt out of the dream.
Right.
Whoa, Leonardo DiCaprio. Cool.
Is that Tom Hardy over there?
I was on a plane the whole time.
Right.
Fucking trippy.
Christopher Nolan, I love your work.
Oh, man. Why is
You
Tom
should have
still
hired me as
sleeping?
Bane.
He didn't ask for his time off yet.
That's how you wake up out of Inception. You gotta ask for time off. Fucking workaholics just stay inside Inception forever. You lost in the ether.
shit stuck.
Oh my
love
gosh, that's insane. I'm sorry. Anywho, moving on. I'm trying not to let it breathe, but it was hilarious.
From one monster to another monster. Guys, Uncle Howdy made his debut on Monday Night Raw.
Sir.
BA, I want to get your thoughts first. Tell me how you felt about this match.
I was considering how clunky the Bray stuff would be when it hit the ring in the past. I honestly thought they did a really good job with it. It was believable. Uncle Howdy is an actual wrestler. Like he's an actual like I could see myself playing. Like if I cut on 2K, it won't look weird that Uncle Howdy's doing wrestling moves, like because he's always been this spooky figure. Like no, they made him a wrestler, and he looked good too. They made him look strong. They didn't make him look weird or have him do weird stuff. Like he was competitive with Gable, and then you still get your Wyatt Six stuff at the end. But it was good. It was what it was supposed to. I'm not gonna say what it was supposed to be, but I'm happy with the product and what they're doing, continuing to do with Uncle Howdy.
So they did do one thing in that match I didn't like, and Erie, I want to know if you agree with me. I thought Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas himself, kind of played to the crowd too much. You felt too like happy baby face of come on, cheer me on. And I was like, nah, I understand the moment. Bo Dallas hasn't wrestled a match in 5 years, broke his neck, got fired, came back, brother died. I get it. But
you just ran down the laundry list of traumatic events that poor man just went through. So I think he deserves to be a little gloat.
I get it.
I get it.
He summed his whole fucking life up that would take you 82 years of therapy to get through. Is that okay? I get it. You know,
I mean, he had his therapy.
So what? The closest person in your life died, and
I guess he could be happy.
Neck, you know, and you never thought you'd hear the adulation of the crowd in a meaningful way. I get it, but did you have to pander to the audience? Thanks, though.
So I'm tripping?
What are you, a performer?
So I'm tripping? All right, I guess I'm tripping here. So yeah, I'm tripping.
If you ever had any question that Dub is indeed from the D, that was some of the most downtrodden shit that he just played off like it's Tuesday morning. So what? You know? Damn, man, I just lost my job. So
What you crying for,
my girl just left me for my uncle. You know,
what you crying for?
Could have been your aunt. You're good.
Right.
You'll get over
Could have
it.
been your aunt.
You tough, B.
Yeah.
mother you know, it's cool.
Tough,
Whatever.
right?
I'm like,
Damn, we're all
Jesus, this man. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with you there, Dub.
Right.
I didn't mind it because again, it was just it's more so because it's not about him being really like feared or evil per se. Because particularly at this point, that's not really the gimmick. There are being really they're kind of being faces, but they're just crazy. And it's spooky and crazy, but they are essentially the face. Chad Gable is not. He's like the abusive father figure. He is WWE's Christian Cage. He just keeps going on different families, probably cheating on one family, then go to the other one. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna groom you guys because you guys are better. You know, every time deadbeat dad has the new family, he treats them way better.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Chad Gable is Brian McKnight.
There we go. I was about to say Brian McKnight. Thank you, E-Ray. You said it.
And he has not shown anybody how their canals work. That's not what I mean by that. I'm speaking directly to the fact that much like Brian McKnight, he completely disowns his first set of kids.
And then he starts
his
back
first
at one?
family. Starts back at one.
He did. That's a very good analogy. Very good pun.
It made
He loves talking about his daughter. and hates his sons.
So,
All right.
let me ask
He
you
hates
guys
his son
this.
so much that he named his other son. Like, oh no, I don't have a junior. No, you do. My name's Brian McKnight Jr.
That's crazy.
No, just erase that. Don't worry about that.
We all make mistakes, right?
It's just that's Chad Gable. Oh no, we're not Alpha Academy. We're American made. Yeah. So I have no problem with Uncle Howdy. I think BA nailed it. The things that were more clunky in the ring with Bray, that we would be like, oh man, all this great lead up, and then the match it really never felt like it delivered in a wrestling way, I would say. Oftentimes, like I was there when Bray won his first championship in Elimination Chamber. Fantastic. But that was a match that was just so much stuff was happening. But rarely did we get a one-on-one singles Bray match where we were like, yeah, that's getting 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome. Like it was the other things, or they leaned too much into the gimmick. I think this was a proper balance of wrestling, and then also adding some of the creepier elements of Bray, the backwards twist, the laughing, the just like almost like he's less creepy, more Joker. Like distorted universe, so he's just like, yeah, like he's excited,
Like Heath
and he's
Ledger
kind of
Joker?
cheering the people to cheer on him. Say that again.
Like Heath Ledger Joker?
Yeah, no. Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the world, his perception of the world is distorted, and the people, like there are people that see his crazy motives and they start to come out the woodwork and agree with him. I think that's what we're getting, a portrayal of something similar to that. And again, my biggest issue, if we want to talk about gripes, I'm not gonna just unceremoniously dismiss this man's entire traumatic lifestyle. And am I wrong here? Not gonna do that. My biggest issue was the hair. They gotta number one, add more hair or braid the hair or something. Number two, shorten it. So thicken the hair, because then once we start seeing the hair, his hair outside of the hair, this was a thing. I didn't know Kane was bald. I didn't find out that the mask was the hair until literally they did the bit where fucking corporate Kane and the mask was talking. I was like, whoa, there's just hair in a mask?
You don't remember when he first got unmasked? And he had
when he first took his mask off.
He had the
that's what I was
hairline
thinking
back to
about,
here.
too. Right.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, it didn't register until like literally when he was just being haunted by the mask. So he was in his best Republican garb. He just walked with his red tie, and then all of a sudden the mask would just be there with hair on it. I was like,
okay.
And he still had the buzz cut, and I was like, wait. And then when he would put it on, and I was like, oh, that's what I need from. They need to do more like. It felt like more Party City type mask where it was sparse. The hair was too long. It was dropping in his face. Felt like a Halloween wig, and it needs to be far better, if that makes sense.
So
but other than
that,
that was like my only issue.
Get out of the Tyler Perry costume department. And we got to get some shorter wigs, some thicker hair.
Boris Kojo braids out of here.
Well, BA shot it out, Chris Van Fleet. So I would like to do the same, because I did learn the same guy who made the Bray masks and all the stuff. He's probably the same one who did this gear. I'm not saying that it's bad in that way. It just needs more. So that's something that you find out when you are wrestling. It's like, oh, I see the faults in this. Right. Let's tweak it, because he had several different designs for a new Fiend character actually. So I think something just tweaks, because as I was mentioning or alluding to, Chris Van Fleet had a former WWE wrestler on there and said the same guy who made those masks also made that of Retribution.
Yep.
And not because, and they weren't, and again, if you remember Retribution, those were some bad masks and made terrible gimmicks.
E-Ray loved that whole gimmick. He's lying.
Not because the mask quality. It was because this person constantly pitched ways to improve this mask, and at the behest of Vincent Kennedy, he was like, no, this needs to look particularly like this. So if they were bad, they were made by direction. So I think the mask, his mask, his gear, even the fact that he wore that one glove, kind of reminiscent of Kane, but had made out of braised gear or something like that. All that worked for me. It's just the fact that toward the end, the hair started to like overshadow. It wasn't like locks anymore. They just need to turn in the locks, make it more, so that way it doesn't be flowing in his face and then you can see his hair underneath. Very small qualm, but other than that, I thought the match was good. I'm also going to shout out Chad Gable because I think they're, again, another thing that's been said a lot on this pod, they're starting to see it. And not just creative, but the fans are starting to see it. They've timed the "You Suck" to his music now. And he's doing more Kurt Angle things. It's working. I mean, the agenda is happening.
What is this, Chad's like fourth Monday Night Raw main event this year?
Hey.
Somebody's starting to see it. Somebody's starting to get it.
American made.
But yeah, like to all E-Ray's point on the mask, sometimes you gotta lock up. And I'll leave that there. One more question before we get away from Monday Night Raw. Where do we go here from Weiss? Who do you think their next target is? Are they done with American Made? E-Ray, who should their next target be if they're done with American Made?
I don't think they're done with American Made.
Okay.
But if they are, I would like to see them change gears. Because again, right at this point, they are essentially faces. I need them to either I guess we can keep in the same trajectory and them take on another group of some sort, or who?
Final Testament?
That literally was in my brain. Get out of my get on my head. Get out my I didn't even say it, but I just seen Karrion Kross and Paul Ellering.
Maybe that's what it is. They fired Paul Ellering. That's the betrayal of the family that the Wyatt Six need to start messing with.
Oh, give BA the pen. I kind of like that.
So this is what I was thinking about it, because I'm like, do I want them to be able to jump shows and just be maneuvering between SmackDown and Raw? That's what I want, but I believe they were stated to be a Raw-only faction. I don't recall. Well, I think we covered that. If that is the case, I would like to see them maybe go after who's a good you know what?
New Judgment Day?
I think,
you're taking my ass.
That's like obvious, and it will be interesting because again it matches up well. So yes, that, or keeping with themes and then maybe attacking Butch, aka Peter Dunne.
He's been Mr. Betrayal
because he's been doing some things, and he's like, you know what? We don't like how you're moving. You stop believing. You stop doing this or something like that. Any of that type of stuff. They want to keep that going, but I do want to see them like change gears and then start to like terrorize people, but not people who deserve it. I want to see them terrorize the opposite. Like I want to see them terrorize good people. Like you like, oh man, I really like them, and then all of a sudden the Wyatt music hit. You're like, oh shit.
E-Ray, you bring up a good point, man. That's a very good point, because there's supposed to be a scary fucking gimmick. Like the babyface thing kind of kills that, I feel.
But I don't think they're not supposed to be like scary. They're just deranged. This is just the devil's reject.
But I'm scared of those white people. Sorry.
Yeah, that's because you know history. It has nothing to do with wrestling.
Terrified.
Whenever you've been in those backwater towns where you had to go play football somewhere, you're like,
oh yeah,
don't stop for gas here.
No.
That's what they like. The heels have eyes type creepy people, but for that reason, not necessarily because. But again, I get it. I feel like that's why I need them to attack some faces and just manufacture some reasons why.
Oh, idea. What if they split up and start terrorizing people?
That's what I was
Lumen
thinking.
starts terrorizing Gargano and Ciampa. Rowan starts terrorizing Braun Strowman. Nikki Cross starts terrorizing everybody in the women's division on every show.
I like that. I was thinking that myself, like, oh, that would be fun to
They should
just
divide
have
and
her
conquer.
instead of that it just be pieces and they find their own individual gripes or things that reflect in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the money. So you got, again, the big thing is family right now, but then you essentially have maybe somebody like a Gacy go after, I don't know, Randy Orton, because Randy is somebody who has had voices in his head and he's reached a level of success that Gacy has not. And you start to look at the things about the people and you're like, oh, they find a parallel or they find something within that person, they harp on it, and then that's why they're attacking.
And Randy's
I
been
think
like
that
this
is gonna be
golden
the best way.
child who's had everything handed to him and has tried to squander it away multiple times versus Gacy, who's had to scratch and claw
and
try to get baby Brock over, and then have a faction of people who wanted to quit and a girl with a list. Yep, no, I see it. I like it. I'm there.
I'm telling you, you could do.
And then Bo goes after LA Knight.
Oh yeah.
Damn, you just
Too excited.
It's too early. Can't do that.
Not yet. Next year.
Because that means you have to put a championship on, or at least have them challenge for a championship. And I don't think I won't want either of that right now. So maybe instead of Bo, or excuse me, instead of
or Bo just cost him the championship.
Maybe, but even that's too soon because I think LA Knight needs a nice little run. So I would say maybe have either Dexter Lumis go after a Bo, or go after LA Knight, or somebody maybe like a Logan Paul or something even. Somebody, because again, he's the one who don't talk and say stuff. Logan Paul just does nothing but run his mouth, and again, says the wrong thing. He's always talking. So he's like, you know what? And just start popping up on him. If Logan Paul continues to stay,
they say he might be gone till like the Rumble.
Yeah, I can see that, but he did his thing. So no issues there. Also, last thing just popped in my mind, and that can kind of take us into another topic. Excuse me. Possibly attack Kofi Kingston. No, not fun.
I don't see it. I don't see the angle.
I don't really see the vision either.
I don't see the angle.
Well, because Kofi Kingston is the epitome of like hope and happiness, and him and Odyssey Jones, and it's this weird feeling that Xavier Woods is going to turn on him, or that he could indeed, I think, which might be better. Either way would be great for me, but if he turned on Woods and then used Odyssey Jones as his heavy, that would be better, and that would give Kofi one last run at the top of the card. A seismic heel change like that could be fun. But otherwise, traditional route would be to move Xavier Woods into the heel role, and then he can go off. Either way, I would say attack Kofi And then it's like, oh yeah, what? Why? It's like, because you think you could just replace family? You could do, and then they just go into this weird thing, and it drives a wedge to him and Xavier, and it either makes him have to split with Xavier Woods, or Xavier Woods stops helping him, or he doesn't help him. He's like, you got Odyssey Jones watching your back. Why you need me? And then they go their separate ways and do that. Either way, I just think you can use it as fun catalyst for other things. Sort of like they had started using Brave for a second before they just overly went crazy because they're trying to sell merch for the Fiend gimmick.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Just a thought.
E-Ray steadily trying to just break up one of our beloved tag teams. That's all right.
It's time.
I mean, I agree.
It is time.
I agree. I just don't want to keep saying it because it hurts my soul to even think about it. But there is a tag team that is broken up, and that is MSK. As we get to our favorite part of the week, of course, I am talking about Hey.
You know what time it is. If you're hearing that music, this is not W Balls Radio. This is NXT. LMBTT presents the best wrestling all week long. We know what you've been waiting for, and here you go.
Hey. So MSK, the breakup. They put together a really great video package about this breakup right before Wesley and Zach Wentz had a nice face-to-face in the ring, which gave Zach Wentz the most mic time I've ever seen him have, and I watched TNA, so I gotta say, I was very impressed by this. E-Ray, I know you still haven't seen it yet. BA, let me know who got the better of the two there. Was it Wes or was it Zach? I need to know.
I mean, I want to pick my son so bad, but Zach Wentz showed me a lot in that promo. I didn't know he could handle himself like that. He came back because Wesley was laying it in. He came at him pretty, big time. But Zachary held his own. The bar that he dropped the best when he was talking about Wesley being the most sensitive dude he knows. I was like, damn.
You're like, yeah. No, you're like, yeah.
That shit
got
was
so
funny.
excited.
Oh shit! I was like, damn, you just gonna call out the man's sensitivity?
He said, you want to act all cold out here. You the most sensitive guy I know. He's like, how about when I came back and you were in this ring crying again? Getting ready to quit for a third time. I was like, yo.
Yes.
I was like, yo, I ain't know Zach had all this
thing, man.
Yeah. I was like,
that got me excited.
Like, is this what we've been sleeping on with Zach?
We opened the show and you were talking about bars from Cody. I didn't feel that at all. What you just said right there.
Yeah, you'll love that. You'll enjoy that promo very much. So
that promo was crazy, and they didn't touch it all. There was no hands thrown. There's a bunch of referees in there, but it was like talking
the principal
shit.
It was like the principal.
The assistant principal was right there
at the school dance, middle school dance.
Yep.
Separate.
Arms length apart. Yep. There you go.
Leave space for Jesus. Got it.
Assistant principal and all the hall monitors were out there, and this was crazy. Like we had some really good promos on NXT. I feel like NXT on Tuesday night was just a big promo class. BA, would you agree?
Yeah, it's the lead into No Mercy, so everybody's just dropping all the fire, giving you all the reasons to want to pay attention to this pay-per-view.
It was about to be a busy weekend. I forgot.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a very busy weekend.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like nothing but bars all across the board, including a sit-down interview with one Jada Parker, who they kind of teetered towards babyface in this interview a little bit, and I was like, don't do it. Don't do it.
They did flex it a little bit. And I was like, yeah.
As Jackie's kind of asking Jada, about like her quick rise, And Jada she lights up when she talks about it, talking about, she's at a tryout and then she makes her debut. She does all this stuff and she's here. And then she proceeds to drop a bar saying, I'm not an NIL athlete who became a WWE superstar. I'm a WWE superstar that used to play soccer. And I was like, oh,
damn.
Bars. Even Bubba Ray Dudley even retweeted that. He was like, yeah, that was it right there.
Again, but we've said that. Miles ahead of where she should be, and a lot of her colleagues in the promo department.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a few others. I'm not gonna put no names out there. I'm not gonna put no names on no bullets. But they ain't got that.
Mm-mm. And then she did the thing that got her back on World Star Hip Hop for, I don't know, a 5th time since she's been wrestling. When Roxanne came to sit down and said, "Oh, I love your story, Jada." So she said, "I love the story about, the rise and how you got here." Say, "Oh, I'm not talking about you. That was a great story for Lola Vice," or blah, 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 or somebody else I beat. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, Roxanne came with some heat. I love it. I was like, God damn.
You're doing such a good job.
And then Jada Parker's response that set the internet ablaze. Jada Parker looked Roxanne Perez dead in the windows of her soul and said, "I'm gonna slap the taste out of your mouth." Roxanne said, "I'd like to see you try." And Jada just did it. She got up and slapped that woman out of her chair. And just walked away.
Yeah, Buck.
I had to smoke a cigarette after that.
Dub is sick. Dub the type. Dub is definitely going to depart this earth like Blue from Old School with 2 chicks ready to fucking KY Jelly wrestle them. You ready, Dub? Ring the bell, you fuckhead. And have a stroke right there.
That's the worst way.
You my boy, Dub.
That's the worst ways to go.
Dub in the wind.
BA, did you feel the same way I felt when Jada Fire slapped Fire? Excuse me, Jada Fire. Jada Parker slapped Fire.
Hey, I get it, Doug.
I need a moment.
Get that man another cigarette.
Yeah, just talk about it. I need a moment.
Yeah.
I gotta hit every button.
As Doug puffs on his Newport 100 after that pack he bought last night.
Like a smoke break.
Right.
I only need 10 minutes. Just need 10 minutes alone.
I was happy to see Jada have to walk the walk, so to speak, and really let Roxanne know she ain't no punk. The only thing like we've talked about in the past with Jada is just the in-ring work, but I think this is gonna do so much for her to wrestle with Roxanne and show her some things that she may be lacking right now. Just little stuff, little intricacies in the ring that may do a lot for her to build better matches in the in-ring stuff. So I see the vision that y'all have drawn up more and more now with the mic work from Jada. Because at first I was like, I questioned it a few weeks back, and y'all was like, "No, BA, look, no, you gotta stop changing the channel on her.
You gotta see the math and the science."
I get it. The math is math.
The angles. You feel me? The angles.
Oh, that's too many angles. I don't need to see them obtuse triangles.
So much.
I'm cool.
It's on gravitational pull. Her aura. I mean,
I think BA, you've spent too much time chasing the how should I call you? You're definitely
chasing the dragon.
What? Nah, I was gonna say, I'm trying to think about a delicate way to put this. When BA orders his coffee, which, because he loves his caffeine.
Yes, I did.
He's always looking for the half and half. I think he spent too much time, so he ain't here. I'm like, Oh. Because
No.
me on the other hand, I like my coffee blacker than the ace of spades. And
the irony is, I like black coffee.
I just like that coffee.
I was
That caramel truffle coffee.
Yeah, that's why analogies exist.
There we go.
But yes, I think you didn't recognize what you had on your hands. I'm like,
oh, I recognize. That's why I stayed away.
I was like, I'm having a visceral reaction whenever she's just like saying things or emoting. It's like, this feels so authentic. I know this. I love this. This is the type of energy that gets me excited. It's like going to Club Earth on a Saturday night.
Not Club E.
It's like, I know this is dangerous. This might not work out well for my health, but boy,
we
is
gonna
this
die
a
someday,
good time.
right?
Boy, am I enjoying the scenery and the vibes here. That's all I'm saying. We'll leave it at that.
I mean, I saw a quote out there. I'll paraphrase it a little bit. My loins have taken me places I wouldn't go with a gun.
You said that Booker T?
No, but
That's crazy. Loins just leading you to a number street like a divining rod.
Right.
135th. Oh Lord.
don't cross 110th Street. Oh, that might be the name of this episode.
Lady this week.
Kaiju Wars on 110th Street.
Facts.
Gosh.
But that moment when she said, "I'm gonna slap the taste out of your mouth," and then just got up and did it, like I was like, "Oh,
She about that life." That's why I said I had to stay away. Because if a woman like that, I'd be like, "Oh, she can talk too." No, get me out of here.
E-Ray, every time Jada Parker had a match on, she do that thing where she point the camera and say, "You see it?" BA turn the channel immediately.
No, I don't.
I'm not watching nothing.
I don't see nothing.
What?
He got the button on. He got button on last.
Last for Sports Center.
It go right back to Nickelodeon.
Right.
Bluey.
Right. Yeah.
You see that? I see that.
See Bluey and
I
Bingo.
see that. Woo. Why are you so sweaty?
Kids been asleep
Watch
for
the
2
Bluey.
hours. Oh, I don't know. Bluey's so goddamn good. These storylines, boy.
Bluey, so good.
Whew.
Love when he jokes. So great. I get it. I've sat there and many a times a match, Jada Parker match has been on with me and mine's in there, and I'm just looking like a Key and Peele sweat fucking skit, just sweating. Oh, what? Who's that wrestler? I don't know. Some new people. I guess. Get me out of here.
And then mine's in the past would I'm sure comment on how she looks. Like, oh, look at her ass. I'd be like, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
Explosion!
I see it. It's beautiful.
I see it. I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it since Level Up.
Why do you think I'm watching this shit?
Why do you think I watch Level Up every Saturday morning? With my
Definitely
coffee.
got it out the mud. Oh, anywho, I think
You thought
are
I
we
like
done with NXT?
OTM because of scripts?
Reggie?
Get out of here.
Shout out to Reggie.
Reggie?
And them other niggas, Neiman Marcus and Ford Bronco? Get out of here.
Demon
Marcus.
Demon Priest. Demon Priest.
Oh, man. Anywho.
We got some picks to pick.
We do got some picks to pick.
Picks be picked.
Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with Bash in Berlin, or do we want to start with No Mercy?
I mean, I think it's only right. We just finished talking about NXT to roll right
I
into.
was thinking the same, my brother. All right, let me get this card up. NXT No Mercy 2024. All right.
While you're doing that, just need to mention, by you being E-Ray 1099, that literally just makes you an independent contractor. You're me if I just like, you know what? I'm done with working for the man. I work for myself.
Going into business.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Just going into business for yourself. So technically, you're just the BA version of me.
I mean, essentially.
Just, hey,
That works.
putting myself over. Nobody else. You know?
Putting a variant of myself over.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I am Eula.
I am nobody's bitch.
You. Oh my. That's crazy. What's crazier? While you're looking that up, what's crazier? The fact that Jet Li played 18 versions of himself and called them all bitches, or the fact that he murdered several people in Romeo Must Die for Aaliyah and never got no ass? Just curious.
Damn, that is tragic. Both of those scenarios.
I'm gonna go with option C, that they picked Delroy Lindo to chase Jet Li throughout the multiverse.
I mean, they really just was like ahead of their time. And that's why this is kind of like Back to the Future Inception. Because they literally just was like, well, there's a movie that's going to come out after it, but before it, in the order of time space, as Lethal Weapon 4. And they're going to have an old black guy chasing a very swift Asian man, being Danny Glover, chasing and getting his ass whipped constantly by Jet Li. It's like, I've seen that movie before. And then in the future, they just redid it. But it had to happen first for Lethal Weapon to happen, for it to be created. It's crazy.
So they had to see Jet Li whoop an old black man to decide that, hey, in this next movie, we should have Jet Li whoop an old black man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if one doesn't happen, none of it happens. It really unfolds the universe. It's kind of like that's basically was the subplot for Loki season 3.
Yeah.
We just never got to it. Damn, Kang.
I believe it.
Left a lot of money on the table.
Great.
All right, guys. We got 6 matches on this card. I know. Crazy amount of matches for a WPLE at this point. Just going to start top to bottom as Wikipedia has it going. First match up, women's world title. The aforementioned challenger, Jada Parker, who slapped fire out of Roxanne Perez versus Roxanne Perez, the champion. BA, who you picking? I need to know.
Man, you know I gotta go with Roxanne. She's here to putting on clinics for these young ladies that are on that next tier up below her. And this is just another one of those matches, unfortunately, for the homie Miss Parker. So Roxanne will retain.
E-Ray, I'm assuming you're going the same way.
Roxanne.
You
Yeah,
don't have
it's
to
got-
put on the red light.
that.
Well, she probably might for this match.
Jada, who slapped fire,
Not
not
Jay.
to be confused with the yes. Will have her time. I think this is gonna be a really. I think it's kind of a proving ground for her to see, like, can you keep up? Number one, and number two, here's your first taste of exposure. They did very similar with Chalola Spice, and I think it did work because she had been like, I was like, I don't know if she works really good, and then it really helped her, and she got good pretty fast. So that's my thought. I think, of course, this is Roxanne's to win. She's literally the anchor of that division, but I think we learn a lot regardless of the win. I think we learn a lot about Jada Parker and what her future is going to look like, starting with this match, putting in a prominent spot.
Okay, that's interesting.
Might actually even start off the paper.
To quote the great John Anthony Felix Cena. My time is now. It's Roxanne's time to lose that belt.
Oh, I was about to say, wow.
No, to lose that
She's
belt.
going Jada.
To one Jada Parker. It's time. It's time.
He did.
Wow.
He did.
It's time. Like,
He did it.
the promo did it for me.
thing.
The promo did it for
What
me.
a twist. What a twist.
Yeah, the promo did it for me. I was
man
like,
bought
promo.
cigarettes.
Promo, that's what it was.
I was like, oh, this promo is just so fire. And then she got up and slapped the shit out of her and then looked off camera. Oh, E-Ray, I didn't even tell you this part. As Roxanne's laying there, Jada looks off camera and says, what you doing here? Oh, you can get some too. I heard about you. Julia, Stephanie Vancourt, I'm just saying. It's about to be a stacked division. And with that being said, the next match on the card, Kaylani versus Wendy Chu. E-Ray, I know you didn't see it,
Chu.
but Wendy Chu told Kaylani that she had a surprise for her, and that surprise was one Rosemary from TNA Impact. Rosemary's been a staple of the Impact Women's Division for a long time. Very similar gimmick to Wendy Chu. Real creepy, super makeup clown thing. All right, never mind. All right, I'll go fuck myself. It's fine.
What's happening?
BA, tell me who you picking in this women's North American title match. E-Ray clearly doesn't care about Rosemary.
No.
I'm sorry, it just got zero pop. I didn't know who that was. I'm like, she introduced a spice. She's trying to give her some flavor to her life. Like, what's happening? You can't cook, bitch. I'm gonna show you. I don't understand what's happening. Sorry,
I get it.
I can't.
I like chocolate rosemary cookies too, or whatever.
Kaladi's winning this one, man. She's gonna retain. This is to the point of this belt existing for the women's division. This is to get other women involved in title matches, and this is what Wendy Chu is here to do. Get them reps just like Jada is on the main title. So yeah, but this is still Kalani's time with that belt. So Kalani will win.
E-Ray, I'm assuming as you put in the crickets that you're going the same way with Kalani on this one.
Hey, as much as I love everything that Wendy Chu stands for,
What,
I
sleep?
can't see her losing. I can't see Kalani losing this
Sleep and
belt.
cheeks. That's
Hoots,
she's known
Hoots is
for.
hooting. Holla if you hooting.
Hoo-dee-hoo.
Where all my big freaks at? Holla if you hooting. Absolutely. Gotta be Kalani Jordan though. This is hoot on hoot crime. And I love it. I'm here for it.
Not mad at that. Yeah, I'm going Kalani here too. Like, no reason for her to drop this belt yet.
We're gonna find a way to differentiate our picks. I guarantee you.
Oh, it's coming.
It just ain't.
I already picked Jada Parker. I don't know what y'all talking about.
That's one.
Yeah, I don't know who takes this belt off Kalani at this point since they moved Jada up the card. Next up,
I do, but I'll save it for another date. Very
Chase U versus Fraxium. I do want to point out also that in the Chase U segment, Riley Osborne called them Fraxium. They listened to the pod, damn it.
You know it.
Yeah, that's a. I don't hear anybody else saying that.
Fractions. Equations. It made so much inspiration. Nathan Frazier. Axiom. Fraxium. Yeah,
They listen to the pod. No one else in all of wrestling has said it besides us. Anyways, those tag titles are on the line. Who we got?
I gotta go with Chase U retaining. I think Fraxium's here to be fractioned, to be broken. Like,
and now there's four of you.
Oh, such a dad joke.
1/4 of Fraxium.
Yeah, I'm going Chase U as well. E-Ray, tell me why you're picking Fraxium.
I'm not. It's a clean sweep over here, damn it. And only way I could see possibly a quick change back is if they were like, you know what? let's stop this feel-good story that's working. The only thing that we've ever wanted to do for Ridge Holland. It was like, let's just screw that up and all the goodwill we had and hit them with the M. Night Shyamalan again. Hit that Shyamalama ding dog on their ass. And I don't see it. I can't see it. So Chase U retains and they keep it going.
Okay. Next up, North American title on the men's side. Tony D'Angelo, accompanied by Stax, Luca Crucifino, and Adriano Rizzo versus Darula, Oba, Femi. We're all going Oba Femi here, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm terrified.
But I am scared because of that spine buster.
I don't know if they did anything else like since then.
So on Tuesday, E-Ray,
he killed Luca Crucifino.
No.
You wish.
Luca and Stax had a tag match, and Tony D was on the sidelines. And some old Italian mobsters came to get Tony D, like, hey, come on, it's an emergency. So Tony D leaves the whole building, and then shows up to his restaurant. And Oba Femi's back there in the back room at Tony D's table, suited and booted up, sitting there chilling, and they have a real Godfather-style conversation. And let me tell you, it was great on both ends. Tony D kind of
alluded. Y'all just now mentioning this?
I wanted to wait until we got to this. Tony D mentioned, like, I noticed you kind of kept interrupting me. That's kind of why I called you out. And Oba was like, hey man, you did your thing with the Heritage Cup, and you are my boss. Really playing, I'm like, yeah, you're an actual mob boss. I appreciate that. But I'm the ruler in NXT. This is what I do. And I don't know, Tony said something, but then Oba was like, many have tried. They all fail. And then got up, took his belt, and walked out. It was an A1 segment. It was an A1 segment. Felt like Scorsese wrote it. But that being said, what's going on in the main title picture is why I've kind of pivoted back to saying, yeah, Oba's keeping this belt.
Got it. Yeah, I think so too, but it's just, that spine buster had me worried. Like, oh, don't get too cute. Don't do that. Be careful. Don't be sorry, ho. Be careful. And by ho,
he's
I mean
an all-American wrestler.
Yeah, but he is not as over as Oba. Put that in the bars for you. Oba retain.
BA?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Oba has to retain. I guess you could say he got his get back from that spine buster by showing up at a mob boss's spot like that. That's hella disrespectful. So
sat at your table in your seat.
Right. Yeah, and guess what? I walked through the front door too, motherfucker. So yeah, I didn't walk through the back. So yeah. Oba retains.
You're not welcome here, you move. That's what BA needs. He's like, it's happening. He was salivating like racial epithets. Like, relax, BA. God. That's why he's gotten like 67 of the 105 N-words that we've counted through this whole episode. They were coming from BA. I survive on pure racial hatred. After 10,000 years, I'm free.
And now, where them niggas? No.
Wise man, cover art. I need Lord Zed, but somehow BA's face has to be there. And I need...
Holding the staff, but instead of a Z, it's an N.
Hell yeah. Lord nigga. No.
And I need Bronson Reed destroying Angel Grove. I need it. And then, I don't know, somehow throw Inception in there. I don't know. I need it. I need it.
Oh my God.
Next match on this card, we got the blood feud between Wesley and Zachary Wentz. I'm going Zach here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know why. I think the promo might have got me. But
don't know why.
I'm going Zach here. E-Ray. Talk me out of it.
I think you out your rabbit ass mind. New swag Wes is about to beat the shit out of Zach Wentz. But great job that he's on TNA. He's like, I'm about to send your ass back to TNA. For real. The only way I see him winning is if interference comes from Trey Miguel. Possible, but I feel like they gotta establish this heel Wesley, so he gotta go through them both. So he first beat Zach. I thought they would have did the inverse because there was a little bit more personal story to tell, but I get it because he's like, hey, this is MSK. Let's implode that shit, and that is a really good match waiting to happen. So, but I think Wesley stands tall at the end.
VA.
As much as I wanna pick my son Wes,
You just know your sons will continue to disappoint you?
Damn, that's rough.
I think, and this isn't because of that, I have to pick Wentz.
Okay, sure.
Because I don't think this is the last match that these two are gonna have. I think they're gonna have
Great
another
point.
one. So I think Wentz gets the first one.
Then you go to TNA to find him. Nigga, bound for glory.
And
I'm
then,
here.
There you go, E-Ray.
Hey,
Fucking
me and BA
claws come
will
out
be
like
there.
Wolverine.
Wait,
We definitely will.
Yeah.
Ain't that the one in Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there. I'll be there.
They've been called bound for bull. Oh, sorry.
That got aggressive. All right, last match on the card.
Halt Citizen.
The NXT Championship. Your champion, Ethan Page, versus Joe Hendry. But wait, special guest referee, one Trick Williams.
What?
Oh, that whole segment is a thing, E-Ray. You just gotta watch it.
Okay, I just
You
gotta
just gotta watch it.
All right, let me hit this Tubi version. As soon as we get out of here, we're gonna wrap this up, so I can go ahead hit my Tubi and watch a bad wig version of NXT this week.
Boris Kojo.
Because everybody got bad wig. Like, why they even put a wig on this person? They were fine bald. Nope. Even Joe Hendry got an afro. What's happening?
Say his name and he appears. BA, tell me why you're picking Joe Hendry.
I wish, man. I just don't see them putting the title on a TNA guy like that. But the amount of over that man is undeniable. So I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Is he the
This goes against my
second
thought
most over
process.
guy in wrestling?
Who will be the first?
Dominic Mysterio. That's
Different kinds of over.
Over is
But
over,
we'll
baby.
talk about it.
So it's over guy in wrestling.
Yeah, Dub is smoking them tweeds right now. He
Yeah,
tripping.
too many Newports. He might have got a funky one there.
Yeah, somebody laced that shit. He got.
Dom is over. Dom is the
I'm
most
gonna have
over
to.
person.
I'm gonna pick Joe Hendry just because I feel like they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something to surprise me, and this is where that surprise comes because the Trick Williams effect plays a big factor into this.
So you're not reading anything into what Pete Dunne said at the end of NXT? That Trick might not even make it to No Mercy? Don't worry, E-Ray. I had this all planned out once you told me you didn't watch.
Peter says a lot of things these days, so who knows, man.
So he's walking down with his cut off ref shirt. Of course, you know he's gonna take them sleeves off.
Oh,
And
he already showed it off.
He might be wearing the lemon pepper steppers and some bell bottoms.
Got the diamond
and then
chain
as he's walking through Gorilla, you just see Pete Dunne come and hit him, fucking Nancy Kerrigan style, with a crowbar to the knee, and he's like, ah!
Listen, you might not be too
That's
far
what's
off,
happening.
E-Ray, because what happened? Trick comes to the ring. Joe Hendry hits Ethan Page with a standing ovation and then does a fake cover, and Trick counts to 3. He's already in his ref shirt, by the way. And they're all celebrating in the ring. Joe Hendry's waving the title from side to side. It's great. And then they cut to
great.
Peter Dunne standing like right at the edge of the entrance ramp saying, "Yeah, Trick, you got away from me this week, but you might not even you're probably not even gonna make it to No Mercy." And you're like, "Oh," and that's how they end the show. So, it makes you really wonder, because I mean, the way he stacked the deck against Ethan Page, you're like, well, obviously Joe has to walk out with that belt, but then you throw, Peter Dunne back in there. Does he come out there and jump the special referee? You wonder.
All right. Do we start to transition from Ego to Joe Hendry versus Peter Dunne? I think so. With that said, all Ego retains. Simple as that. It's over.
All right. So I'm gonna go a slightly different route here. Joe Hendry's gonna win via disqualification, or
yeah.
I mean, because I think Peter is gonna come out and attack Trick Williams, and then that
Joe Hendry, we all believe
that
in
would
him,
technically
though.
make it a no contest. But I'm going Joe Hendry via DQ, but Ethan Page does retain, and I think at the next NXT pay-per-view, we're gonna get a fatal four-way of Page, Hendry, Trick, and Pete Dunne. That is what I'm predicting for that one.
That's gonna be a crazy match.
Very much so.
All right. Enough of that.
Next up,
We got
Bash at
a
Bird.
quick bash. We ain't gonna hold y'all. Speed round. Rattle it off. Hit me with the fire.
In Berlin 2024. All right. Oops. Nope, I didn't want
How many
that.
matches? How many matches we got?
It's like 5.
5 or 6.
I'm guessing
5.
5 because that's what they've been doing. They should change it to 6 or 7, but just saying.
I like
regardless,
I like
we
7
won't
for
debate.
like the big 3, big 4.
I like 8 for the big 4, big 5, and maybe 6 for all the others. But anywho, let's run them.
All right,
quickly.
First match on the card.
Speed
We got
champion, me.
we got the Unholy Union versus Black Girl Magic for the women's tag titles. E-Ray, go.
Black Girl Magic not winning.
Oh.
Sorry,
Damn.
it ain't happening. Bluetooth and Elbow Fire retain.
Yeah. BA. Who you got?
Damn. I want to pick Black Girl Magic so fucking bad. So bad, but I gotta go with...
Not even in your nature, brother.
Damn.
I wanted to pick the Coke,
bad. No.
but I was like, I wanted a Pepsi too. But
I guess I'm going with the Silk Almond Milk here. The Unholy Union, because
that's goat's milk. BA looking like prime fucking Kurt Angle.
yeah, Milkomania.
All right. So you guys are picking the Unholy Union. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm picking the Unholy Union. Let's be real.
Milkomania is crazy.
Hey man, I'm starting to see the vision with Isla Dawn. I get it.
You see it.
Oh, BA's vision is, I can see clearly now. Never mind.
2020, 40-40. You see it. You see it. Next up, we got CM Punk versus Kendrick Lamar, Hater of the Year, Drew McIntyre, in a strap match. And for those of you who don't know, a strap match is where both opponents are strapped to each other through a leather strap that is about the length of the ring, maybe a little less. You win the match by tapping all 4 corners.
I am most certainly positive that is not what Pure Fusion Collective thought a strap match was. Just say.
That's facts. Or maybe their strap match rules are different, E.
Maybe. From company to company, the rules do change.
They do.
Because I don't believe that's how a strap match is in AEW.
Oh my God. What's happening?
The collective believes something different.
I get it.
Just
But yeah,
ball is ball, I guess.
Give me your pick
no
for this
holds
match.
barred.
No holds barred. Since this is part
No
2.
tap out either?
No taps. Only passwords. Punk, because this is part 2.
Okay. You're right.
Huh?
E-Ray's still tripping off a password.
Your Punk Collective
Ew.
gonna whip his ass over a $50 dollar store bead bracelet.
All right.
And he's gonna hold it up like, my wife. And he's gonna be so happy.
All right. Guess we're all going Punk there too. There we go. Pure Punk Collective. PPC.
That's hard.
Next up, we got the Terror Twins. And, you know, they're twins, even though Damian Priest is 41 and Rhea Ripley's 26. Versus
Danny DeVito and Arnold.
One's a black man, according to Dub, and one's a muscle mommy.
I mean,
Like Arnold and Danny DeVito.
The definition of muscle milk. I'm on a roll, guys. Just let me cook.
Terror Twins versus Dirty Dom Mysterio and Liv Morgan. More milk. Again, folded, I tell you, fellas. Just want to toss that out there one more time. Dom made the right decision.
Dom was right. You need to make a Dom was right t-shirt. That is what we'll do. We haven't had a new merch shirt in a minute. Dom was right shirt. Coming soon.
I love it.
Good idea. Easy.
I'm going Dom and Liv here. Judgment Day got too many numbers. And yeah, I just don't pick against Liv Morgan anymore. I'm a man of
Too
principle.
many numbers. Too many chicken tendies.
For
Judgment Day, not enough friends for the Terror Twin.
friends.
Book it.
How many of us have them? Friends.
Yeah, I gotta go live and down
Ones
as
that
well.
buy us tendies, talking about friends. Ones we can depend on, help our friends. Get some tag titles, talking about Liv.
That was in his bag. Yeah. Terror Twins ain't overcoming this beatdown, this gang warfare, and they ain't got no gang.
It was never gang.
That's not cool. Definitely Liv and Dom.
All right. Next up, we got Cody Anthony Rhodes versus Kevin. I'm going to stab you in the back at some point. Owens for the WWE Undisputed title.
At some point, indiscriminately.
Because all of you guys deserve me to stab you in the back, except for Kofi. Kofi, I'm sorry about that.
When you least expect it. Jagga. Leatherface.
We're all going Cody here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Cody
nobody
wins.
that-
Kevin beats the shit out
It'll
of
be
him.
fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be entertaining. But my vote is the win breaks Kevin's psyche, and then we see a much more interesting version of Mr. Owens.
All right. And last but not least on this card, we have Gunther, the man that called 13-time world champion Randy Orton a fucking loser versus the aforementioned loser Randall Keith Orton, the man that is the perfect wrestler. If you get in WWE 2K and you get all your VC up, you design a character, his name's Randy Orton. For the World Heavyweight title, if Randy wins, he'll obviously be on Raw. If Gunther will go to SmackDown to go beat up Giovanni Vinci some more. BA, tell me why you're picking the Viper to get number 15.
I wish I could, brother,
Damn.
but we in Berlin. Right. We in Berlin. Gunther ain't losing that belt.
Is that where Gucci Man from?
Burr.
Yeah.
Here.
Tracks.
I see what you did there.
Awesome.
Gunther.
Great dad joke there. You're
for
right.
the win.
Proud of you.
Early.
See the hat?
They're coming in there early. It just growing his head. There you go. The official
So
dad
meta. So meta.
You gotta start wearing the frontwards now. And you gotta
yeah,
start
that's the dad way.
you gotta start
Yeah,
wearing
I need
monarchs.
sleeves. I already got my khakis. I got my khaki shorts.
You got
I
your
love
monarchs?
those joints. No, I just
I have
bought
like my own version of
Jordan 11 lows.
dad shoes.
That work?
Those are way too cool, E-Ray.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
we
okay,
can't have that.
okay,
Those are way
okay, guys,
too cool.
I'll uncool it a bit here. Okay, let me.
Hey man, they got
Okay.
monarch dunks now. You can put them together.
No.
I did see that.
I
That's
got a
depressing.
swag dad shoe. Gotta have my Sambas on.
Okay.
Okay. That tracks.
That's a swag dad shoe. That's like you ain't lost the juice yet. You can still be a DILF. That's
Dilf is so wild.
E-Ray definitely gonna be in the
Anywho.
barbershop. Boy, let me tell you, I used to be. Boy,
better ask about
you wasn't getting them when I was there. Boy, let me tell you. Whew, ask your uncles about me, boy. All right. So we're all going Gunther with the beat your ass 95 to beat Randy Orton, right?
Yeah.
Is there any other Randy is currently tied with Triple H? Or would he be, or the win would tie him with Triple H? That would be 15. I believe that's the case.
The win
Yeah, I
would
think
tie
it
him with
ties him
Triple
with
H.
Trips.
Yes.
I think Randy's
Trips
at
ain't booking that
14
shit.
right now.
He said, nah, bro. You gonna have to wait. The only way I see Randy getting 15, possibly, either against or in a feud where he wins it and loses it to John. Him and John doing something in 2025. And that's the only way I see it. Like they gonna have a big match. I don't know if it's big enough without the title, or would they be like John's chasing history and he gotta take it off Randy. That's the perfect opponent to take it off of to get number 17. I don't know. I feel like something like that might happen.
Or does
but
John get 17 and Randy
then
takes
Randy take it
15 to retire?
Right, that's what I'm saying. One way or another.
Okay.
I don't know which way the tide rolls, but either way, I feel like that's the money route. But it ain't happening in Berlin. Brr.
So all of our Bachelor Berlin picks are the exact same.
Blame it on WWE's booking. That ain't our fault.
Yeah, they only gave us 5 choices.
Right.
5. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go on a limb here. Terror Twins.
Okay.
Win.
I mean, you don't have to. There's enough.
No.
There's enough.
No, I'm doing it.
Difference
Nope.
in the NXT picks as somebody's doing
Nah,
shots.
I'm doing it because I thought about it too. I was like, you know what? They in Berlin. The Terror Twins need a big victory, and I think Damian and them will recover. So I'm going Terror.
Terror Twins it is.
Give us a little bit of differentiation.
This is my brutality.
Is that the lounge version?
This is my brutality.
This is my brutality. Hey, yeah, hey.
That's the version you listen to before you order a mint julep.
Yeah.
A shot of gin.
Kentucky Derby.
Before we get out of here,
Hey.
any surprises? Anybody predicting any surprises for either one of the PLEs?
You really want me to say? No. I think this is pretty straightforward. Get us in, get us out, get us to Bad Blood. Say that shit for the States.
About No Mercy. And any surprises there? Stephanie Van Cord appearance? Julia,
Possibly,
Motor City Machine
but
Guns?
not possibly. But again, I'd have to watch the Tubi version to really elaborate.
BA?
Yeah.
Any surprises you think happening?
I can't think of anything. Even I want to say a Steph Vacour, Julia appearance, but I don't see a reason for them to appear just yet. I know Roxanne's been calling them out, but I don't know. I just don't see it. I'm not feeling it.
Okay. I think Motor City Machine Guns pop up at the end of that tag match. I think it's time. Exactly. I think it's time. Hank and Tank kind of alluded that after they beat OTM, that they're next up for a tag title match. And I think if you just insert the Motor City Machine Guns in there, it just makes everything more complicated and you get some good matches. But that being said, time for us to get the fuck up out of here. I'm old. I need my rest. E-Ray's old and needs some rest. VA, I'm so proud of him keeping his battery going this long. There's only one way for us to get out of here. I just gotta say, final boss. Is there anything you want to say to the people?
Well,
what can I say except you're welcome?
Peace.
yeah.